And I think it's important to talk about like creating something that inspires others, because sometimes we could create or we could do something and then we could see something similar and the wrong mentality will have you saying, oh, these people, they're copying or they're trying to take what I'm doing.
Because I get inspired more to do.
Yes.
When people are imitating and doing and getting inspired and doing, it's nothing but they're showing that what you have done has been noticed and not just stopped there. It has gone to an execution level. So that pushes me to do even more bigger.
Yep. Vision, right? Like you talk about getting that vision and really building it out. I think it's really important to talk about how you really bring that to life, because a lot of people get vision, they get scared.
Yes.
They run from it. Like how you wasn't really a fan of entrepreneurship, but you kept getting these signs.
Yes.
Saying, hey, why don't you create your own platform?
You believe that is what it is.
Yeah.
And you stop right there.
Yep.
When you feel.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Jasmine J, and we are back with another episode of Business Talks with Jasmine J. As you know, I like to talk to thought leaders, business owners of for-profits and nonprofits to talk about strategy, passion, the wins, the successes, the goods, the bad, all of it, all of it. So today I have a very, very special guest. Today's guest embodies what it means to lead with both grace and grit. From fashion runways to community boardrooms, she is showing the world that style and service can walk hand in hand.
Oh, wow.
How you doing today? Please introduce yourself.
Of course, this is Mrs. Universe Elite USA, Dr. Meenakshi Ravi, and hello, Jasmine.
Hello.
Hello, CCN, my favorite all time. Thank you for the invite. I'm so happy, elated to share my thoughts, and I'm so excited what you have in that paper.
Definitely. So I definitely want this first segment, Raw Excellence Meets Real Impact. So let's start out at the beginning of your pageant journey, right? Because you say you're Miss Universe Elite.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the start of your pageant journey from Mrs. Southeast Texas to
wow.
Mrs. Universe Elite USA.
You did your homework.
Yes, I did.
Because that title, not many of them were. Okay, that's a surprise.
I definitely did. All in under a year. So what sparked this path?
Sorry?
What sparked your path?
I would say, I started with Southeast Texas, and then I thought like not just a portion, I want to represent the whole part of the Texas. I want to connect to it, and then the Texas Universe state level was my next one. And from the state level, I represented Texas in Mrs. Universe Elite USA in United States pageants, and I won that national level. And next one is going to be pretty exciting because I'm going to go to Mrs. Universe, that is 48th year happening this year in Philippines. I'm going to represent a continent, so I'm really excited about it.
Man, that's beautiful. So what got you into, what did you do before you started doing pageants?
All my life, I've been, I'm a very studious person. Class distinction, I feel like, okay, what did I do in my schoolings? Like, sometimes I'm in the most extreme version of the students. Like, I have never explored anything other than studies. I thought like turning back, oh my God, I should have done this. Anyways, yeah. And then all my life I've been into IT. So IT is my main profession, and I'm a program manager in cloud technologies. I work, I have done many certifications, so I just do that hand by hand, and then work, life, and then family and things like that. But this pageantry, fashion, everything just started last May. But the passion for this has always been there. It's not like, professionally, platform-wise, I understand officially it started me. But the passion for fashion, to dress up, to impress people, and the personality-wise, to groom yourself every day and learn yourself, that's always been there. And I also did video jockey for a year with Sun TV. It's a famous southern regional channel in India. Before my marriage, I was doing for a year a show.
You have done a lot. How do you manage all of those things? Especially IT. I feel like IT is a a profession that like pulls a lot of your
lot of energy
mentally, right?
Yes.
So how do you manage all of that?
So here is what it is like for me. People ask me wherever I go. That's the prime question. Like, how do you manage? Because family, and then my profession, and this one. I honestly thought like I would just do a pageant and explore how the platform is. That's all it matters to me. But I never thought I would build something there. Like it's unbelievable. So that's why I feel so proud. Like whatever it is, I'm doing something. So I feel happy about it. And how do I balance? It's because I do with passion. I don't see or calculate how much hard work I put in, like, day and night. Like sometimes I work, you have no idea, sometimes I worked 2 time zones. So, like, at the same time, you enjoy your life. So when you involve, when you're happy about what you're doing, it actually doesn't hit your body, like unless and until your body needs rest. And
Right.
yeah.
At your body, if you just keep going, your body will shut down on its own.
I can guarantee you, if you're doing something, even a 30 minute that you hate it, that's gonna be in your mind forever. You cannot accomplish that. So for me, because I love this, so okay, I work. Okay, now I want to take a break. Let me go to the fashion and do this thing. So I'll come back. Okay, now I have to do this. Actually, I'm enjoying both.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. And I heard you say you sometimes have to work in 2 different time zones.
Yeah. Sometimes it requires, it demands, but yeah, I have done it with no complaints.
I know that's right. Okay, so let's talk leadership, legacy, and the runway to empowerment. Your pageant story is powerful, but what many may not see is the purpose behind the crown. How do you use this platform for impact?
Thank you so much. That is what I'm really trying to inspire people here. So there are many pageant queens, no complaints. I'm so happy. They're all my fellow queens, sisters. What I would say is, imagine like 1,000 queens are there in this whole world. Like each takes one platform to support somebody else, this world, because they need some support. Like, you can do a lot more with this credibility because it's not easy. You have come this far, you have achieved, you've been recognized, because it's not like pageantry is not about, okay, you look good, come, let me crown. No, it's why they ask questions, why even in international pageants, they ask what you're going to do with that, because that decides your crowning right at the moment, because they don't want to give a person to crown like who's going to sit in the couch and then spend rest of the time, right? So when they expect in the competition, imagine like it comes with a bigger responsibility. And I would say, please use it wisely, because there are many people, you have no idea how many non-profits are there just looking for a hand to uplift them, right? You don't have to go and do a big service or do this. A small support system, like whatever you can from your end. And again, it's not just for the queens, all the citizens, right? It applies to everybody. Like people think like when you think about non-profit, they always, what hits your brain is financial. You don't have to do a financial support. Just go and hug a person who needs some, just make the day beautiful for somebody who's looking for that, right? That matters. That is giving back for me, if you ask me.
Definitely. And I definitely agree as far as nonprofits that they need way more support than just financial. Definitely financial support is needed, but there's other ways that you can get in there and help push the mission forward.
Exactly. Like when I went to a Texas Youth Summit, I was invited as a speaker. You have no idea, Jasmine, what I feel so proud. There was a teen girl. She came and, can I take a picture with you? I was happy and everything. And she hugged me, and I didn't expect this from her. Immediately she got emotional. And then she started feeling, and she was sharing like what I had this inferiority complex, like people never appreciated this, and I am like, dark skin and I have this curly hair, I'm not happy. The very first thing I appreciated is, you look so beautiful. You look amazingly beautiful. Like, the reason I'm saying these things is, there are a lot of things that you can go, you don't have to do a big impact, but you just try to make a day beautiful for somebody else. That matters.
Definitely, I agree. So, you've been recognized with the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award and named a Peace Ambassador. What have you not done, girl? What does service mean to you as a leader?
I really feel that should be a stimulating factor for everyone, because I keep saying that everywhere, spread the smiles, and your vibes matters a lot, like wherever you go, because remember how talented you are, how potential you are. You might be not recognized in the platform, but people always remain how well they've been treated by you. They always remember by that. They will never remember like how talented you are, right? Because you see this world is very competitive, like, but they will always remember how well you've been treated by them. So I would strongly say, create an impression on that, because at the end of the day, it's not about others. If I do that, I feel happy within myself. First, try to find peace within yourself. That is more important. Take a break if you need to. But, if somebody is trying to give your negative thoughts or negative vibes, I would say silence is the best way to reciprocate your energy, because you don't want to waste your aura. Your energy is so powerful. Spread that in the place where it is required, where it is demanded. So I would say just stay calm and composed and spread the peace. When they say peace, it's no, we are talking about world peace, go and solve the world problem and World War II. No, 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 no. I'm just talking about find peace within yourself, within your family. Start from your family, right there. Harmonize your family.
All right. So that was very, very powerful. So let's now talk about Trailblazer Queen Productions.
Okay.
Girl. So tell me, what was your thought behind it? How did it even come to?
Honestly speaking, I never thought I was against entrepreneurship, to be honest. Like,
You were?
Yes, because I was like doing my day-to-day job and I have so many things, like it never struck my mind. Like, that's what I always say. You have no idea. I'm just going with the path what has already been decided by higher powers.
Yes.
I am a true believer. Like, if I'm meeting you today, there might be a reason. Like, that's where I connect all the dots. I go back. Actually, I go back and I even analyze why that happened, why I met this person, why this person for a while in my period of life, and what did it turn out to be, right? So I am a believer in that. Like, I never thought I'll be an entrepreneur, honestly speaking, but I was very affirmative from last year that there were a couple of visions in my thing, like which I wanted to achieve, my goals with this credibility. One was to honor the veterans. That was always there in my mind since last year, because I used to serve the veteran organization. I work closely with 8790. So I was like, okay, I have to do something for them. And I have very close connections with a few of the senior folks there.
Yeah.
And then that time I didn't have my platform and everything. But it would keep coming to me, to different close people. Meena, like, why don't you do with your own platform? Like, and then I thought, like, I took that as a sign. Honestly, that I took that as a sign why it is keep coming to me, and I'm not losing anything, because I was not calculative. Okay, I have to do this and I have to do this, see the outcome. No, then why not? Then give it a try. Like, something is telling me to go for it. Within 24 to 48 hours, I registered that. Yes, I have no idea. I became an entrepreneur in 48 hours.
Wow.
Yes, that's what it seriously stuns me if I go back and see. And then my first debut event. So I didn't do my launch because I didn't even understand like whether I'm going to do this. And then after that, I announced in Fox Channel, like, okay, my debut event, just come to my debut event with Trailblazer Queen Production. That's where people were seeing, like, so many times they asked me. It was so funny because I didn't do much marketing, because I didn't plan for it. They used to come and ask me, hey, like, I see this production, like, is it good, or what do you think? Okay, I'm the CEO, I'm the founder of this organization. So yeah, that's how it was started. And I was proud enough, like, it was well perceived, my dream, because many people made fun in entertainment industry. Are you kidding me? Like, nobody's going to watch. It's going to be boring. Like, officers in runway. I said, it doesn't matter to me, because my platform is what I want to envision. I want to go for it. And then I want to make the fashion philanthropy. It's not just for the entertainment. I opened that. No, because you have many companies for that. So the reason I did this, to create opportunities for the platform and to make unbelievable things a believable one through that.
I think that's so important, because vision, right? Like, you talk about getting that vision and really building it out. I think it's really important to talk about how you really bring that to life, because a lot of people get vision, they get scared.
Yes.
They run from it. Like how you wasn't really a fan of entrepreneurship, but you kept getting these signs. Saying, hey, why don't you create your own platform? Why don't you create your own platform? And then in 48 hours, you have a platform and you're doing this. Was there fear?
No, not at all. Because that's why I'm saying, when you look for an outcome, that's where everything starts. I didn't look for the outcome. I thought, like, I want to honor the veterans. That was my vision. I know I can do that. That's all. If I would have seen, okay, how well I can do this, how the event is going to come, where I'm going to get support. If I would have thought all those things, I would have not opened it.
That's powerful, because you still move forward with it and you didn't have fear, and you got it done because you were very clear on what the mission
what is my
and the
goal?
exactly
Correct. What is my goal is,
which is to honor the veterans.
Exactly. Because see, looking at this, she started the production. Was it boring? Was it good? What was the turnover? How many people came? Like, what was the... No, I was very clear, distinct, what I wanted to achieve. And I got the feedback also. So from the commander of the veteran organization, they said, when is your next event coming? If you think your goal is to recognize and honor the veterans, you have been proudly say that you have accomplished that.
You did it. You definitely did.
I was like, oh my God, that's all I
Definitely.
wanted.
Definitely. I kind of feel similar to that with the community cultivation. Like, of course, we do productions, and I personally want to produce things that are very meaningful for the community, and I want this to be a space that the people here at CC Network can produce things that are meaningful to them. But when I measure my goals, am I doing what I said I'm going to do? Yes, because I wanted to cultivate a place where community could be built. And so whether we produced 1,000 films, 1,000 podcasts, 1,000 short films, that doesn't matter to me. Is this a place where people can come and cultivate and actually build community? And that is proven every single day. When people walk in the door, they talk about how they feel when they leave, how they feel family, they feel community. When people leave us reviews on Instagram, they talk about this is a place where you can come and you can actually build community. So according to me and my vision, we're successful.
I will echo that.
Yeah.
I will echo that because I've been called for many things and I can feel
Yeah.
what you feel,
Yeah.
what CCN feels. Because, see, that's nothing, you cannot go and like cultivate, like, it should be organically
Yes.
come to you
Yes.
within yourself. And when you have that, you naturally spread within your team.
Yes. That is
So
so
you
true.
are, yeah, so you're the seed, right? So I believe in that. So yeah, 1%, 2% in a community, it's gonna get better.
Definitely, for sure. Love that. So your productions focus on empowering women through fashion. How do you create spaces where women feel celebrated, seen, and strong?
Definitely, so the fashion is very powerful, and if especially for the women's, and I want to talk from the teens. That's why this my third event, I did my second event in Switzerland, and this my third event. I want to focus on especially on teens, girls, children. So what I want to do is. We offer 200 prom gowns with partnering with Valencia Couture. So we did this pre-event, and we are going to give the runway opportunity in fashion world. We are going to bring them to the spotlight. We are going to give them an opportunity. Think about like this, right? Why I have to infuse this in the fashion world? Either I could have just given, hey, come, like, okay, you have got a gown. You can walk for a show, and I can do a show on the same day, and I can do for that. That's not my goal. At the same time, I could have made money, like making a fashion show, just like how I do commercially. I can do it. No. This is what my vision is. My vision is I want them to literally feel how professionally the fashion world looks like. When you get to, because it's kind of like an internship. Like, think about that. I'm giving you an early opportunity to come and experience, see the professional models, see the professional designers, how they are doing. And I'm giving you an opportunity when you work with the professional models. If you're serious about it, why not? You'll be very proud. And I'm going to call celebrities, Grammy artists are coming. Like, you'll be proud. Oh my God. Yeah, I did that show back in, like,
when I was
because,
such and such.
exactly. That's the feel I want to give to these children.
Love that. That's so amazing. Hats off to you, Dr.
Thank you.
Meena. Tell us about one of the most meaningful shows or moments you've produced so far.
Yeah, I've done 3 shows. And my first show is Strut for Salute. Forever, I get goosebumps when I think about it. It got a very good shout out throughout the social media, Google, and everywhere. Articles were published, and that's something I feel like. And I'm very happy to say this. I see the inspirations coming now.
Yep.
Like, so certain officers have been called for the runways, and I'm so happy to see that. Like, okay, so when people get inspired, fine. When people execute this, you have success.
Yep.
So
yes, love that. And I think it's important to talk about, like, creating something that inspires others. Because sometimes we could create or we could do something, then we could see something similar, and the wrong mentality will have you saying, oh, these people, they're copying, or they're trying to take what I'm doing, when really that's not the case.
Yes.
It's all about inspiring.
Yes.
They are inspired by what you did.
Yes. Thank you so much for addressing this. It's very important to address this because people say, like, oh, she copied me, like, she copied this program, or she copied this outfit. Can be anything. I would say, please use the synonym inspiration. Do not use the word copy. It's because you should feel so proud about yourself. Because I never feel down. Like, whenever I feel something, and you think, like, because I get inspired more to do. Yes. When people are imitating and doing and getting inspired and doing, it's nothing but they're showing that what you have done has been noticed and not just stopped there. It has gone to an execution level. So that pushes me to do even more bigger.
Yep.
So I'm taking it in a positive way, and I'm taking it in a proud way, and I'm so happy to see that.
Yes.
I'm so happy to witness that. I am not feeling low about it. I only feel proud about it.
Yes. That's good. You giving some gems today. So let's talk about strategic influence and storytelling. You've been featured in Forbes Celebrity, New York Weekly, and more. How do you strategically build your brand while staying grounded in your purpose?
I feel that is my strength.
Yes.
That is my strength, because I've seen my friends coming and telling me after I won my, especially state level for national level pageant, they said, no, you should not go to all the events, and you should not be approachable and things like that, because you need to. I said no.
Separate yourself.
No, because people presume that will build your status to a different. No, you are losing your personality, because that made me to reach to that level. Why I reached so far? Like, I'm being noticeable, and I'm so obvious. Whatever I'm doing, I'm being recognized. It's because of my personality. I'm approachable. People love and come talk to me, hug me, embrace me, and I love people. I love connecting with the people. And for whatever reason, I cannot put that back, because then I lose my identity. I lose my authenticity. So then it becomes fake. Then it's like, oh, okay. Then all this while she was okay, and then no. No. So I'm totally against it. So I feel so powerful when you're more approachable. No matter how far you have grown,
still be approachable.
Yes, exactly.
I agree 100%. Like, even me in my role, different people in my circle, like, as a CEO of something that's being built that's so big, I shouldn't be so accessible, right? But sometimes I feel like not being accessible is just to have that time and space to focus. But
I agree.
I want to always be accessible, because like you said, you're the seed.
Yes.
So this company and what we do here is a true representation of who I am as a person. So if I remove myself 100%, if I remove the seed, are we really still growing? Like, sometimes people need to really tap into the seed to see what is the inspiration.
Exactly.
And that's why I do this podcast, and I bring on founders and executives and kind of the people that are like behind the scene making it all happen. It's like, no, we need to hear your story. People will support your brand more when they know exactly who you are. And even if you can't be accessible to everyone, you need to still be where you can be touched, reach, connect with other people. Because that's how they're going to really connect with your brand and what you're doing.
Yes. See, and again, another story is like, imagine like if you just put yourself in a shell or whatsoever, what is the point? Like, meaning like, I don't want to diminish the advantage of what I can give back to the community. If that is going to be a barricade, I'm not going to do that.
Definitely. I agree. I definitely agree. So how do you manage visibility and impact without losing authenticity?
So basically, like I mentioned, like where my very first thing is I go with my instincts.
Yes.
I really go with my instincts. If I'm meeting somewhere, if I'm going someplace, I don't do a calculation. Okay, what is the outcome? Like, I've seen when I started from the ground, my fellow people were still like, okay, if I go to this event, what do I get? Like, because the reason I've come this far is because I've never been calculated, and I never grade the jobs or the shows or whatever, right? Because I'm telling you, you will be very surprised, because the main momentum or the main opportunity comes from the platform where you have ignored.
Yes.
And people have come and asked me, now you don't have to model, now you have opened the company. No. I will still do a modeling. I will still go and work for the other platform, because that's my passion. If I put myself, okay, my ego in the front, okay, now I'm an entrepreneur. Why I have to go and walk? Because if I mix things, my ego and my passion, then first of all, I'm not enjoying myself, what I wanted to do regardless. And second thing is, you miss the opportunities where it evolves from, like when you put your ego first.
Yes.
So I never do that. Like, so I think that's the main tip to follow. Wherever you go, I just follow my instincts. If I really feel like I want to be there, I'll be there. That's all.
Definitely.
So I don't put like, okay, who's coming? What is the status? I know people are doing that. I understand time is essence. But at the same time, always, then we become God, right? If everything happens to your instincts, like, okay, well, if you calculate when everything, then the day is yours. I don't believe in that. So I think just be open-minded, and then just follow your heart, what your heart says, go with that.
I love that. So, empowerment, mentorship, and representation. For women watching today, especially those who feel like outsiders in leadership, fashion, and public platforms, what would you say to them?
I would say, first of all, have me time.
Yes.
It's very, very important. Darling, I'm telling you, I'm just one among yourself. It is, I feel like, always the giver in the family is women. No matter what, it can be a motherly form or it can be a sister form. It can be anybody, right? Because traditionally there are some countries we are talking about the reservations only for women. Why not for men, right? It's so funny, like we are talking about in percentage, that it starts from the equality there, right? So I would say it starts from the family. When you're raising a girl child, how you're not differentiating between a boy and a girl, right? You're just giving your household chores only for a girl. Why not with a boy? And you are just implementing right there, the household and everything is a girl's responsibility. You're making a mistake right there. If you're doing that, correct right there. Do not do that, because it's, as at the end of the day, they're going to be the citizens of the country. They need to understand they are equally important. And if you nurture that in the early stage and their mentality changes, we do not want to bring that kind of mentality there. And especially for women, what I would say is, if you be it in your teenagers, or you're not married, or you have a children, or your grandma, or whatever it is, at any point of time, I know there is a bigger responsibility, emotional bonding. The things why women can do not go beyond what they wanted is because sometimes it's not about somebody's controlling. It's because sometimes they just put their boundaries within themselves. Oh, if I'm not doing this, who will take care of my child? If I'm not doing this, who will come and do this? And they put their visions, their wishes, everything behind, including my mom, right? In olden days. So what I would say is, no matter what, have what you would like to do. You don't want to do a big step. 2 hours, what do you want to do? A passion. Like, do you like dancing? Just go and dance. Like, don't know. I mean, if you want to sing, just sing. Be a bathroom singer. That's fine. And slowly just put yourself in a platform. Come and do some community shows and show your talent and everything. Take a small steps, I would say, because you need to show what you love to do, because it shouldn't be a time frame when you turn back all your life you spent only for others. When I say others, it can be your own family, but I would feel if you concentrate some time for what you want to achieve, that's going to give a positive impact within your family. You will see the difference.
For sure. So how do you define representation, and why is it crucial in industries like fashion, pageantry, and politics?
I feel everything is strongly connected, because if you have noticed, always actors and beauty queens, everybody, sometimes they're involved in the government authorities, right? So it's the reason why everything is powerful. It's kind of like not a different medium, right? So what people notice what you're doing, what you're wearing. So the inspiration can come from superficial, like how do you look, what's your personality, what she's doing, and at the same time, that's why people get attracted to when you're pretty, and when you do something for the community, the impact is big. Right? Because it opens the gate for many people, like, oh, okay, that's inspires, I can do that, like, when
I can do that too.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say it's very powerful, and sometimes it doesn't have to be, you're not interested, let's say, in the politics or whatsoever, but still you can give back to the community in a bigger platform. You will still be a powerful, integral part in the country itself, right? No matter, even if you're not been involved. So back end, it's all been a network. It's been connected. So I would strongly say, no matter how far you go, but execute it. Execution is very important. It shouldn't stay within your planning or your inspiration. It should go to the next step.
Amazing. Like I'm almost like I'm watching the podcast. Like I'm getting caught up in what you're saying, because it's so true and it resonates. So shout out to you again.
Thank you.
So the legacy you're building, when people hear the name, what do you hope they associate it with when they hear your name, Dr. Meena?
I think thank you so much for this question. I was just a couple of days, I was thinking to myself, after my life, like, my social media, I don't know why I thought about that. Just, God, this crown is... Okay. Hopefully it stays. Just 2 days back, I don't know why this thought came into my mind. I felt like, okay, after my life, like if somebody comes to my social media platform, because my media is going to be alive, right?
Right.
So what do they see? What the other generation would come and see or get inspired? So I really feel like they should connect me with people,
Yeah.
no matter what. They should always, when you hear my name, Meena, it should always, there should be a group of people like, okay, it's not just one person. Like,
Right.
that's where I feel like I'm doing it. And for me, I never thought, Jasmine, fashion is a very competitive world, very
Yes.
competitive. And I can proudly say what I've accomplished, not just the brand ambassador for luxury brands, all those designers are my close friends.
Yes.
I can call, I can say, hey, I'm in trouble. Like, it doesn't comes like, what do you call, like business oriented. Like, you do this, because I love people. You can make that connection no matter where you are, no matter which platform you are.
Yeah, it's that relationship building. I was
Yes.
just talking about that on probably every podcast that I do. But that relationship building is very important because that takes you way past business. It's about community. So what I hear from you is when people hear Dr. Meena, you want them to think of community.
Community
Yeah.
and people. Because see, nothing is permanent. Like I never thought I'm going to open this. This is not like, I want to be remembered always what I've done.
Yeah.
I don't want to be remembered like what I own.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very clear about that, and I hope I'm doing that. So yeah, I'm happy about that, the way it is going.
Amazing. So what's next for Trailblazer Queen Productions, and how do you envision its impact 5 years from now?
I would say, wow, good question. Like I mentioned, for me, it's not the number of projects I do. It's what is the vision I want to accomplish. Like with this Dream Big, this event coming for the teens, like empowering the teens. I felt like when I saw the smile on their faces, no matter whether I'm getting support or not, I'm going to do this every year.
Yeah.
No matter whether I have Trailblazer in 5 years or 10 years or no, but Meena will be there.
Yes.
Meena can do it. So still I'm alive. Every prom I'll be associated with this. And because of this, I want to just give a small thoughts to all the designers out there. I could have just donated this with the help of Valencia Couture, like, call all the teens or go to the school and do it. You know why I did this event, why I break down in a pre-event? Because it's not easy. Like it's consuming, time consuming, hard work, effort when you do an events and everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to dedicate that. There is a inspiration why I want to do that. It's not just about economic families dumping the things in your donation center, right? Okay, I have many things and I want to donate all these things. Think about from the designer. It's not just about the 10, 20 models walk on the runway wearing your gowns proudly. Why don't you sit and design one clothing, one expensive fabric, or one best of your thing to just put on a girl who's not able to afford a prom gown? And why don't you make proud of yourself that you made the prom dream come true
Yes.
of a girl for that year?
Yep.
Pat on yourself. I would believe if you're able to inspire that, if you have not thought about that, please think about that. You can just hand over right in by your hand, give it to a girl, let her wear, and then just take a picture, and that's gonna be your proud moment than the models walking, because for the models is one among the outfits that she has done for many other shows, but for that girl it's a dream. There is a difference. So that's the inspiration I want to pass on to the fashion world through Dream Big.
All right. So there's no better way to close that segment. So I have a little fun segment that I want to ask you a few questions before we close out.
Okay.
So I know you do pageants and you're into fashion, but personally for Dr. Meena,
Okay.
heels or sneakers on the go?
Honestly speaking, everybody says sneakers, but I would say heels.
So
I
you
don't
really
know why.
love it.
Yes, I really love it. I've done marathon in heels.
You did what?
Like for the July parade, I walked in the heels, like literally 2 hours.
Girl, that's a skill set, okay? That is a true skill set.
Thank
Because even around here on this concrete floor, I won't bring out the heels. So, your dream city to walk a runway. I know you've walked runways all over the place, but if you
New
just
York.
had to pick.
New York. I love New York, Times Square. Just be before a model. Before I just came to US and New York was my first place. And I don't know, just a Starbucks coffee and just myself, not anybody. Just walk on the street. I already felt like a model.
Yeah.
So I would say anytime I can be myself there. That's my
New
runway.
York. Got you. One word that describes your 2025 visions.
One word. Passion. Never leave your passion. If passion is there, not 2025, any year you can rock it.
Love that. So, Dr. Meena, thank you for gracing this space with so much elegance and power, as you always do. Your story is a reminder that leadership can be both fierce and feminine. So, before we close out, I'm really big on the youth. And I like to talk to the youth. I like to lift them up. I like to educate them. So, if you're looking at camera and if there's a young girl out there that wants to get in pageants, make an impact, community impact, even do IT, what would be your advice to her?
My sincere advice to you, let me put you in this word. Think about like after 20 years or 25 years back, if you're writing your letter to your own self, what that would be. Think about that story starts from there. So I want you to remember that do not be feared or just stop yourself to people will tell 10 different things like you can't do this, oh my god, you're not looking good, if you want to do a pageantry, you're not in right size, shape or whatever. But I would say God has given 2 years. You know why? You just have to hear through this and then leave the what is unwanted through another year. What I strongly believe is just go for the platform. Do not get fear about the outcome or the failures. People are very proud to talk about the success. I don't know why they are not proud to talk about the failures, because the reason I'm saying is the lessons learned was going to fetch you a bigger platform than the success, because when you succeed in early age, you believe that is what it is, and you stop right there. When you fail, your mind process why you fail, and you try to do your homework and you try to explore more. I would say make yourself proud when you fail than success. Do not distinguish. There is nothing called success or failure. Who defines that? When you come and say you success, I can tell you that's a failure, right? I can put you down right there, because to me that is not a success. So when it is very subjective matter, let's not even go and put our thoughts there. Right? When it is very subjective. So I would say think about a higher power is already defined where you're going to land. Already has defined. There is, oh my God, this is really, sorry girl, this message is very important. I really wanted to make sure it goes. Okay. Think about there is a higher power than you, and he has already mapped where you should exactly land, right? Believe in that. You're not doing extra things. You are just doing a role play in that momentarily to reach that goal. That's all. So believe whatever opportunities comes to your way and do not get afraid. You're not losing anything. We are all born in this world with nothing. We are not losing anything. Whatever you gain or lose is still a profit. You're still on the profit side.
Definitely. I always say that there's no losses, it's lessons.
Exactly.
So everything that you go through, you can learn from. So just do it.
Just do it. Yes, just do it. And then feel happy about your journey. And I would say you will succeed. If not now, the experience matters. The experience really matters, because I would say the journey, whatever you learned, if you are competent and you're very strong and if you're very proud like what you learned, leave about the success. Even after 20 years, the success can come to you in a different platform and in a different opportunity, but you're already ready because you have already learned the process very well. So concentrate on the process rather than the outcome.
Right, because it's really all a part of the journey. So I love that. That was beautiful advice to the young people. So for those who want to connect with your work, attend the show, or follow your journey, where should they go?
I mean, obviously, now I've shifted from Facebook to Instagram, meaning like Facebook is there by my active everyday activities in Instagram. Please connect me to Meenakshi Ravi _2010. That's my Instagram handle. And Trailblazer Queen Productions is my company Instagram handle. And please connect with me and keep, supporting me. And I love you all. It's not like I answer to all the text messages, all the comments, and that makes me happy, like what people think about it and what they would like to do. So that's the best place to connect with me.
So this has been a wonderful conversation with Dr. Meena, and I think the biggest takeaway from this conversation, at least for me, is that, you have to be passionate about what you're doing and then understand that it's a process. So no matter if there's failures along the way or lessons that I like to call them, keep going, because it's all a part of the process for success. If you were to get success overnight, would you really appreciate it? But when you go through the journey and you have failures or you have opportunities for growth or you have opportunities to strengthen yourself, that's when you know you're on your way to the right place. And the biggest thing Dr. Meena said is that God already has it laid out. All you have to do is do your part. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Business Talks with Jasmine J. It's always a pleasure to talk about what business really looks like, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.